This Wincong PWM solar charge controller is specially designed for solar power DC supply system, solar power DC street lamp system, and mini solar power station system. It has intelligent control and can be used in hard environment since its adoption of technical grade chips. It also has 12 volt 24 volt battery automatic identification function. The protections are short circuit, overload, connection reverse protection, overcharge, and over discharge protection. Compatible batteries are lead acid battery, VRLA battery, gel battery, Lifepo4 battery, and lithium battery. Now we can pause here to read the rundown of product features. This is the light indicator, and note that the flashing red light in the sun indicator is not an error. This is the installation diagram layout. Note that circuit breaker or fuses are not shown but are needed. Pressing the top button will give us only 4 informations. First, battery voltage, then charging current, then discharge current, and lastly the solar panel's voltage. Press hold the button and we can set the parameters. First is the load working mode, and I think 16H is the on-off mode. Next is the load threshold voltage, followed by the high voltage disconnect. Next is the float voltage when reaching the high voltage disconnect. Then followed by the discharge battery recovery voltage. Next is low battery voltage cutoff. And the last is the temperature compensation setting. Here are the parameters of the different battery modes. First, VRLA. Then lithium batteries. If you want Lifepo4 mode, immediately press the plus-minus button when the controller turns on. This is the default parameters. But we can change the parameters of the battery by using user-defined. After reading the manual, we can now operate the Wincong PWM solar charge controller. The sun indicator light is blinking because it's already sunset. Flashing red light means insufficient power generation. Press the top button to know the battery voltage. 12.9 volts is the state of charge of my Lifepo4 battery bank. Press the button to know the current from the solar panel, then the current used by the load. Last is the voltage of the solar panel. Then LCD display is off. Press hold the button to set first the load mode, then plus-minus to adjust. Next, we can adjust the load voltage cutoff. But no load is connected to the last 2 terminals here. Press to adjust the maximum battery voltage allowed. Lifepo4 is 14.6 volts. Press hold to decrease to desired settings, or press again to increase. Then press the top button for the float voltage setting. Next is the low voltage return setting. Then the low battery voltage setting to disconnect the load. Lifepo4 should not go below 10 volts. This will disconnect load connected here. Last is the battery temperature setting. Then LCD display is off. And we're done with the settings. Now let's charge our battery with Wincong this morning. Indicator lights are off and the panel is not connected. Always connect the battery first. Then immediately press the plus-minus button to set the battery mode. This is Lifepo4 battery mode. We can now connect the solar panel to the solar charge controller by inserting the fuse. The sun indicator is steady red while the battery is blinking green. Battery is now being charged by the solar panel. Battery is 13.2 volts and it is being charged by around 2 to 3 amps current from the panel. And no current is being discharged because we have no load. Lastly, we can read the solar panel voltage. Wincong Solar Charge Controller also has a USB port which can be used to charge cell phone, small LED lights, and portable fans. Pressing this button will turn on or off the USB port. It also has indicator light. And here is the screen recording of the cell phone while charging. When there is battery status, it is charging. This happens when CP is connected. What I like most is the ready feature to adjust the float voltage, which is not available in other solar charge controllers. But SRNE MPPT is more complete. It has float voltage and charging voltage adjustment.